Happy Deepavali. So this is my column. I made it all by myself. And also I received this big lamp from my grandmother. I can put it in the center. Deepavali to family members, friends and my beloved party. Inaya Deepavali Vartikal.
Hey guys, welcome back to Inspiring Ashita. I'm so happy to see you guys in today's video, which is gonna be all about Diwali. So first let me play my intro. Welcome! Okay, anyway, so the thing that we are gonna be doing today is about Diwali. So Diwali is the festival of lights. It is celebrated every year by Hindus and others. So today let's create a project that is related to it. So let's go. So this is the project that I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do today. So this is called a Diwali project where we have to catch the lamp while operating the player with the arrow keys. Plus we also have a real working mouse trail which has this cool effect that it like disappears. So we have like lots to do, but don't worry, this tutorial will guide you step by step. So anyway, one thing is, for the player, I did not like get this from the Scratch library. I mean, the actual player was from the Scratch library, but the position that I got it in was not. So if you're having trouble in making this, refer to my resources project. The link is in the description. I have resources for the player as well as the lamp, so you can remix that project. So anyway, let's go. I'm just going to click on the new tab and I'm just going to click on MIT Scratch. Then I'll just click on that. Okay, so now I'm just going to click on create. Now for one thing is, I'm just going to backpack my these things. So just click on backpack, then I can backpack the things. Here we go. Then I'm gonna come over here to the new thing, and then I'm just gonna place these inside. So now I'm just going to delete the code in this. So actually this is gonna be the resources project. So I left the link to this resources project into the description so you can access it. So I'm just gonna name this resources for Diwali. Okay. Now, without any further ado, let's start. So once again, I'm just going to open up a new tab and just get back to my Scratch. And this time we'll be making the actual project. So I'm just going to click on create. Now we can start. So now what I want to do is I'm going to select a backdrop for where our game is going to be happening. So you can just hover over choose a backdrop, then you can choose what type of a backdrop you want. If you have a backdrop that you want to upload, you can press the same button. Or if you have a surprise backdrop, example, if I click on this, see what happens. We got some random backdrops coming out. We also have the paint in case you want to paint your own backdrop. Like maybe you want to paint your own. It's totally fine. And then, or you could choose a backdrop. So I think I'm going to choose a backdrop, and of course, you can choose anything. So let me see. I think I want to. Let's see. I think there's a lot of outdoor spaces as well as the space. What about space? We have a bunch of these. Let's just see what we can use. I think I want to use one of these sports ones. Oh wait, I should use the outdoor ones. So maybe I think we could use the Metro. I think this is kind of new in Scratch because I think because I think this is like the first time I saw the Metro background. So I'm just gonna use the Metro background, and maybe I could use maybe the winter backdrop. Yeah. Now I'm just gonna use the winter backdrop for now. Now let's start. So what I'm gonna do is you can drag out my sprites from your backpack if you want. But the thing is, I still haven't shared the resources project yet. So once I've shared it, the link will be given in the description. And then you can just open up your backpack, drag in the sprites, and then you can drag them out of your backpack once you're done. Now I'm just going to delete the code so that we can start again. So first things first, I'm going to rename this characters 1 to player. Now we can start the code. Now let's start by dragging out a when green flag click block as always. And then we're going to drag out a forever loop. There. So now whatever we place in this loop is going to repeat that forever. So now here's a little bit of a thing about what we're going to be doing next. So we will be using if blocks in this project. So if you don't know what this if blocks means, here's a simple explanation. So I'm just going to choose Scratch Cat right now. Cat down here. And then if I drag out this if events, and then if I go with forever loop, then if I go to sensing, so anyway, the sensing blocks work a lot with the if blocks, so they're like friends. So we can come over here and click on touching mouse pointer, and we can drag out the play sound block, meow. So now I'm just gonna unmute my site because I think I had it muted, yeah, just now. So now let's see. So can you hear that? So the moment my mouse pointer is touching Scratch Cat, the meow sound will come out. So that's what we'll be doing today. So for our player, what we are going to do is we're going to go to the control, drag out an if block, and then we're just going to drag out the key block. It's in the sensing category. You can then click on the name. So I'm just going to, whoopsie, I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. So let me just come down and let's see, to right arrow, and then let's see, I'm just gonna get out screen drawing a little bit from my recording software so you guys can see properly. So here is my code right here. This is the code. So what we are gonna do is we are going to add in a code that makes the character move when we press the right arrow key. So let's go to motion and let's drag out a change X, not set X. Note that there is a difference. Now let me just come over and there is my eraser tool. Let's erase it. So if you can see closely, I have my spotlight down here. It's called the change X by 10 block. So let's see if we can operate the player using this. Let's push the button and then if you, yes, check this out. So I can operate the player with the right arrow key. Now we're just going to repeat the same thing with the left one. So I just right click here, click on duplicate, and place this right under that block. Then I can just change this to left arrow, and then let's change the X by -10. Now, if we take a look at our project, we now can move our player around. Yay! Now, but still, we need our player to move up and down, so we can't just let them go left and right. So I'm just going to get a bit more into the project so that you can see the code a bit better. There we go. Now then we are going to make the pet character move up and down. So let's duplicate that. Oopsie, wrong button. Now let's go to up arrow. Then now we don't want X. So guys, here's a little bit of an explanation. So X actually goes from the right of the screen to the left of the screen, or from the left of the screen to the right of the screen. So our player can move left and right using the X keys. However, Y helps us to move our player from the up of the screen to the down of the screen, or the down of the screen to the up of the screen. So let me just head on over and make this as a bit of an arrow to help you see properly. So X helps us move it from left to right or right to left. Let me add in a bit of text down there to help you. X, and then let me just go to my mouse and X. Then Y helps us move our player to the bottom of the screen or to the top of the screen. Now let me add in a little Y thing up there. Y. So X and Y help us move our player around the axis of the stage. So in editors, you can like move your player around in the Z and Z axis. But in Scratch, we are in 2D, not in 3D. So we just have X and Y. Now I'm just gonna rub off everything, and now let's continue. So I'm just gonna delete this block and drag out this change Y block. Let's see if this works. Yes, so now we just have to repeat the same thing for our down arrow key. Let's come down here. Oh, okay, come on, come on, come on. Don't move around like that. Okay, better just come down there. Okay. Why is my, oh great, my system is a bit weird today, so I'm trying to, come on, come on. You're not gonna let me do that. Okay, let me just try to just shake this around a little bit and press randomly spamming this button. Okay, I'm gonna try to click on save project, and then I'm just gonna reload the site because I think my thing has been jammed right here. So let's go here and then let's go back down a little bit. There we go. Now let's change this to down arrow, and then let's change this to -10. Also, one more thing. Let me just get to screen drawing one more time because I accidentally offed it. So the thing is -10 and 10. So the thing is, if we have -10 in the x-axis, it's gonna go to the left side. If we have 10 in the x-axis, it'll go right. So basically what I'm trying to say in simpler words is, if there's a minus in the number, our character will only move left. If there's no minus in the number, our character will only move right. And then this can be said for the y-axis too. So if there is no minus in the number, our character will only move down. But if there is no minus, our character will move up. So with the minus, it'll be down. Without the minus, it'll be up. Now let me clean up my etchings, and now we can continue. So now let's see how's our game going around. Yay, we can move our character around. Yay! Okay, Now the second thing that we're gonna do is now code our Diwali lamp. So the code for the Diwali lamp might be a little complicated, but don't worry. If you follow my tutorial, you'll be coding like a pro in no time. Like our player, the Diwali lamp does use some if blocks, but not many. So let's just see what else we can do right here. So now let's go to the forever block and put it right. And then let's just drag out the or go to random position. And then now here are these two conditions. So if you want your game to end once your player reaches a certain score, I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But first, let's just do it as our player will be collecting this for infinity. So let's go to if, two ifs, and then just one if, sorry. Then let me just get up sensing, touching, and then player. Then we'll add something to our score. So if we go to variables and we can see that I already have a score named variable named score. But if you don't have it, it's okay. I'm gonna show you guys how to make one. So let's just take that and then we can delete the score variable. Now just click on make a variable and then just name it score. Then note you have to put it as for all sprites or not it'll not come out for the player. So now let's go to score and then we just go to change score by 1 and then check this out. This is our cool game, but the thing is it's going like super fast that the player can't even like see what to do. So let's just drag in a wait 1 second block so that our thing moves around a little bit before it's like before it goes around. Let's make that 0.05 seconds because maybe that's a bit too slow because the character's gonna like I think we should just do it as maybe 0.08 something like that. Let's try that. Okay, that's a little bit slow. I think I'll just go with 0.09. Almost precisely 1 second. Let's check. Okay, I think this is going a little too slow. So let's just go back to our other project and let's take a closer look at the code. So let's take a closer look at the code for the lamp and let's see what is going on. Aha! Look at that. I knew the error, so I just wanted you guys to spot it yourself. So check that out. Glide. It's not like your like the go-to block. So what I was trying to say is, if the glide block, it just gently glides to a random position. Unlike like just it just like goes in a random position. And then we just drag that out. And then if you just come over here, you can see that we have a perfect game going on. See, I told you. Sometimes you can rethink it in a way in case you want like our player not to like have a slow and steady game. You can use the go-to block. I mean, that makes our like our lamp move faster, and then our player is gonna get so eager to collect the lamp. Now now the final thing that we need to do is to add in a variable that says to set the score variable to 0. There you go. Our game is complete. But what if you wanted to add the extra thing? Yes, that was what I was trying to say. The mouse cursor thing. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go to choose a sprite, search for star. You can use like anything as you want. You could like make a sun cursor or anything. You could put anything. So I'm just gonna choose the star. Now let's go to the when green flag clicked block. Let's take the forever loop. Then the go-to block. So this is the go-to block for the mouse pointer. So check this out. So we can now drag this around, but compared to what I did over here, if you can see, like compared to what I did, it's like it just like disappears one by one. So we want that kind of effect. So what we want to do is we're gonna use the clone block. The clone block helps you to create many types of that sprite, kind of like this. So if you don't go to the Untitled 20, I mean, which is actually my game, we can just go to the control block, check out the create clone of myself block, and then you can check this out. But you can see, we can't just let our like stars just clutter all over. Plus, where's the color effect? So what we want to do is drag out the when I start as a clone block, and then as you can see here, we will repeat 2 times, change our color effect by 25, wait 1 second, and then delete the clone. So we'll just try to do that. So we just drag out the repeat 2 times, then we change our color by 25, we wait a second, and then we delete the clone. Make sure this is outside of the repeat loop. Now, check that out. They do a little color change and then they kind of disappear. They disappear. So that's like our cool game. So if you're satisfied with that, then I hope you are. So anyway, now what we wanted to do was we could for the sprite, if you wanted to like make the game end when our player reaches a certain score, just drag out an if block and then score equals, and then if the variable score, and go to operators, equals, the score equals maybe 50, then you could say something like you win or something. Yeah, if I say you win like that, something, and then you could do it. And then in case you don't want it picked so peacefully like me, and you want to add in something that makes the players lose points, don't worry, you can do that. Just choose something, and then you could like copy the same code of the lamp, then put it in the enemy, but then just change it -1. So that's it for today's video. Let's just check out our cool game again. This is beautiful. I love it. You can add so many other things. Maybe choose another backdrop, another player, another motive for the game, or you could choose something else for the mouse pointer. The opportunities are like endless. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and maybe a subscribe, and more videos are coming for you soon. Bye!